Hi, my name is Dan Spear, and I'm a senior airman in the United States Air Force. Growing up with Central Auditory Processing Disorder, or CAPD as some want to call it, is a little difficult, especially for me. Having a learning disorder and it really taking an effect when it mattered. For me, it was very hard in junior high and high school. Just happened to be one of those things that it's really when math starts to become difficult with algebra, statistics. Very hard for me because with central auditory processing disorder, math, when you're being taught, is more or less half hands on, and the other half is learning by uh, auditory style. And for me, just trying to comprehend, what they were saying, just really my brain just kind of saw that as like, oh, we're introducing numbers, letters, and just boggled down. And as far as I can remember, from middle school till I was a senior in high school and even into college, um, I had to take multiple math classes to try to catch up to where the other kids my age were because I couldn't understand. Brain would see those complex fractions, equations, and instantly would just shut down. Um, Math is one of my worst subjects, but oddly enough, auditory processing disorder affects your hearing as well. Some kids never learn to process sounds, and in the end result, they don't know how to spell. They can't sound things out. It can affect different people different ways. For me, it was actually one of my best subjects. So, in a sense, my disorder helps me that way, but not so much with math or complex commands, things of those nature. Um, so it was very hard for me in school. Nowadays, not so much anymore. You learn to cope with it. Um, but as far as teachers go, most of my teachers acknowledged that I did have a disorder, and they do all that they can to try to help you. Some of my teachers, one of my schools when I was in middle school, didn't really grasp the concept that they were supposed to help me. So, for the majority of my educational career, I've never had help until about the time I got in high school. People started noticing this kid has a disorder. We need to try to help him, and that's basically how I passed high school. Um, Very easy once people took notice. But yet again, like I said before, math was hard for me, so I had to be put on a special curriculum. So teachers work around that. You don't get nearly as many problems. Your tests are shorter. They do basically by the state. They're mandated to help you um, work around that. And same goes, on to college. And as now I'm in the Air Force, I have a job where I'm calculating things all the time to make a B-52 fly. So you take all the things that it factor in all the things it takes to make an aircraft fly. It's that the scale is that much higher. But at this point in my life, I've learned to cope with it. I have ways of dealing with it that's no longer an issue. So if you know anybody that has central auditory processing disorder, um, or it's a friend, family, whatever, just try to help that person out. They don't see things on the same scale that you do. So that's my past experience, and until we here I am now. So that's it.